This debt crisis has brought about a significant shift in China's economic model, drawing global attention to the Chinese real estate market, with Evergrande, a name that has become familiar over the past 2 years. But what exactly led to this globally resonating debt crisis, and what are its underlying causes? Let's take a closer look at how Chairman Hui Ka-yang managed to transform China's real estate industry over the past 30 years. First and foremost, how did Evergrande accumulate this staggering 2 trillion yuan debt? In a nutshell, Hui Ka-yang was exceptionally adept at borrowing money. It's well known that the real estate industry requires substantial capital at every stage, from land acquisition to construction and sales. When Hui Ka-yang founded Evergrande in 1997, he didn't have much capital to his name, but that didn't deter him. He approached the government to negotiate staggered land payments with their endorsement, allowing him to secure bank loans. He used the government's down payment to cover initial costs. Later, during construction, he negotiated with suppliers to pay only half upfront and the rest upon project completion. Evergrande started pre-selling units when the building was just 1 floor high, using customer funds to keep the cash flowing. For instance, after the first project was sold out, they had more than 800 million yuan, a 16-fold return compared to the initial land payment. This way, Hui Ka-yang managed cash flow brilliantly, leveraging it to the maximum. However, it's important to note that higher leverage also comes with higher risk. Yet, during the early 2000s, when the real estate market was booming, Hui Ka-yang pushed the envelope further than anyone else, using this cash flow management technique. Consequently, Evergrande rapidly expanded its business nationwide. In 2009, Evergrande went public on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, making Hui Ka-yang the richest person in mainland China with a net worth of over $40 billion. Over the next few years, Evergrande met with more than 1,000 domestic and international investors annually, and whenever there was an opportunity, Hui Ka-yang convinced them to invest, accumulating more funds. He continued to leverage this money to acquire more land, even though it seemed that Evergrande was diversifying into various industries like women's volleyball, football, mineral water, photovoltaics, medical aesthetics, and more. Most of these ventures were unsuccessful, and the money went down the drain. Between 2017 and 2019, Evergrande's assets and liabilities increased more than 20-fold. However, the liabilities surpassed 1 trillion yuan, while cash on hand remained relatively low. In fact, cash was consistently less than short-term debt, making it difficult to cover the debt payments for the year. Nevertheless, as long as new financing kept coming in, Hui Ka-yang could manage, thanks to the large number of lenders willing to provide funds. In 2016, Evergrande started preparing for an A-share listing, but in 2020, new government policies restricted lending to highly leveraged property companies, and Evergrande's debt was already over 1 trillion yuan. The listing attempt failed, and its access to bank loans was cut off. Moreover, Hui Ka-yang had signed a put option agreement with strategic investors, promising to buy back their shares at a loss if the listing failed. This put even more pressure on the company. By this time, market confidence in Evergrande had severely eroded. In 2021, Evergrande faced multiple crises, including delayed payments to suppliers, suspension of redemptions for wealth management products, and defaults on several offshore bonds. By the end of the year, Evergrande's total debt had reached nearly 1.9 trillion yuan, comprising both visible and hidden debts, including unpaid taxes, unredeemed wealth management products, contract liabilities, and significant arrears to upstream and downstream partners. Hui Ka-yang was left with no option but to negotiate with creditors, offering them his company's shares in exchange for more time. He also assured them of future dividends. This tactic bought him some additional time, but Evergrande's troubles continued to mount. In March-April 2022, Evergrande, along with its subsidiaries Evergrande Property and Evergrande Auto, halted trading on the stock exchanges, leading to the collapse of this massive conglomerate. No one was willing to take over Evergrande's debt, and Hui Ka-yang found himself without a lifeline. As Evergrande's story unfolded, it highlighted the importance of trust and the speed at which a collapse can occur, despite years of success and growth. This 2 trillion yuan behemoth had fallen, leaving a trail of uncertainty in its wake.